Would you all please remain standing or stand while the JROTC Color Guard presents the colors and the high school band plays the national anthem. Good afternoon and welcome to the final assembly for the class of 2018. Thank you for being here and sharing this time with us. I will begin by presenting a number of awards, and then I will turn the Master of Ceremonies duties over to Troy Hendricks, President of the class of 2018. Every year, the Maine Secondary Principals Association names an outstanding senior in each school and award the Maine Principals Award. The criteria for this award, the criteria are academic success, leadership, positive attitude, and consideration of others. The recipient of the 2018 Principals Award for Sacopee Valley High School is Emma Ridley. The Western Maine Conference annually recognizes 2 students who have demonstrated school and community involvement, academic success, leadership, and they're recognized for their attitude and consideration of others. These students have already been recognized at a banquet that was held early in the spring. This year's recipients are Troy Hendricks and Bryn Hink. The Melmac Principal Scholarship is awarded annually in recognition of contributions to the recipient's high school, community, and to the lives of those around them. This year's recipient of the Melmac Principal Scholarship is Troy Hendricks. The George J. Mitchell Scholarship is a prestigious scholarship awarded annually to applicants from public schools around the state of Maine. It recognizes scholastic achievement and community service. This year's recipient of the George J. Mitchell Scholarship is Aiden Roberts. Early college for me, which is a play on words, or it's the abbreviation of Maine, so maybe it's early college for Maine. I'll call it early college for me, is an outreach program established by the Maine Community College System to encourage students to aspire to furthering their education. In addition, Early College for Me provides scholarships of up to $2,000, nearly half the cost of tuition, to participating students. This year, I'm very proud to announce that 7 of our Early College for Me students will receive scholarships. So would you please come forward and stand behind me, sort of to my right, your left. Left. Early College for Me recipients are Jacob Cartonio, Josh Hart, Jacob Anderson, John Lay, Randy Gagne, and Jamie Bishop. Missing one? I said 7, it's 6. You can go to school for a long time and still make dumb mistakes. Each year, the Red Sox Foundation selects a number of deserving graduating seniors from each New England state to receive the Red Sox Service Scholarship. Recipients of the service scholarships are chosen based on academic performance, demonstrated community service, and eligibility for financial aid. Each scholarship recipient will be recognized in a special ceremony at Fenway Park prior to the game on Maine Day. This year, we are proud to announce that one of Maine's Red Sox Service Scholarships winners is from Sacopee Valley High School, Taylor Libby. At this time, will Mr. David Morse, Director of the Lake Region Vocational Center, please come to the podium to recognize Sacopee Valley seniors who received special awards through their programs.
Good afternoon. It was another great year at the Vocational Center. Our students accomplished a lot, and they learned a lot, and it was my privilege as director to be there to witness all of that. A number of our students had outstanding achievement and were recognized at a previous ceremony that we had at the Vocational Center for their accomplishments. But I just wanted to take a minute today and recognize some of those students right here. So what I'm going to do is ask if, when I announce your name, if you could please stand up, and you're welcome to applaud at that time, and then you can sit down, and then the next person, and we'll go from there. So the first recipient was for the Most Improved Award in Law Enforcement, and that was Carrie Anderson. Next was for Health Occupations Outstanding Clinical Skills Award. That one went to Kayla Harmon. The first ever Rosie Schott Scholarship went to Bryn Hink. The Bridgeton Hospital Guild Scholarship was earned by Emily Early. And finally, our outstanding student in diversified occupations went to Brianna Tuat. Thank you very much, guys, for an awesome year, and good luck in all that you do. And you guys too.
Would Joanne Romano, Peter Romano, and Carrie Sawyer please join me at the podium at this time? So I'm pleased to announce that Sacopee Valley High School is starting a new tradition this year by honoring our seniors who have participated in 12 complete seasons of interscholastic athletics, 3 seasons times 4 years, and also demonstrated good sportsmanship. This award is being called the Nundy Romano Scholar Athlete Award in honor of the first principal of Sacopee Valley High School. I will now ask Joanne Romano to share a bit about her father, Nundy Romano.
Wow, this, I guess this is the right spot. This really takes me back, as I remember graduating here in 1973. And I fully remember the first day and the last day because there are a lot of emotions going on at that time, a lot of mixed emotions, especially at this time when you're graduating. So I can fully understand, and I fully remember, actually, the feelings that you are going through. Again, I'm Joanne Romano, and this is my brother, Peter Romano. We would both like to thank Britt Wolf and the school for honoring our father, Nundy Romano, with the Nundy Romano Student Athletic Achievement Award. Nundy was very surprised and deeply honored to hear of this award when I told him about it. I saw his eyes get big and a big smile came on his face. My brother and I are both very honored as well. When I got the call from Mr. Wolf, it was totally unexpected, and it took me a while to absorb it, and I'll tell you, it was just gave me a real strong, heartwarming feeling to know that the school still thinks of him. And it's really something you can't express. It's something that you feel from your heart. I thought I would tell you a little bit about who Nundy is. Nundy is not his real name, but everybody knows him by that. That's his nickname. And so I'll probably use that a lot. He was the first principal of the school. The school opened in 1967, and my brother and I and many other students started at that same time. So he was both our father and our principal. And yes, that was a little weird sometimes. I could tell you stories, but I won't. So I would like to tell you a little bit about him. Nandi right now is 94 years old. He opened this school when it was a combination of a junior and senior high school, so grades 7 through 12 were here. He is currently one of the few surviving World War II veterans, and he's residing at the VA home in Scarborough, Maine right now. And he suffered a stroke last year, so that's why he is not able to come here. But I can tell you he would really love to be here. He'd be tickled pink at the honor of this award. So I want to tell you a little bit about him, like I say, so you can understand who he is and was. In his youth, he was a student at Portland High School. Sorry, I just feel like that's in my way. He was an avid athlete. He played football, basketball, and baseball. And keep in mind that our family is on what I like to call the shorter side of tall. And Nandi was as well, but, and I like to tell people that I'm the tallest in the family, but that's not true at all. Matter of fact, I think my father was. But anyway, regardless, he achieved the following in the following sports. In football, he was the all-conference halfback in 1941, all-state halfback, and honorary captain as well. That year, Portland defeated Deering 7-0 at the annual Thanksgiving Day game, and Nandi scored the touchdown and kicked the final extra point. In basketball, he was the all-conference guard in 1941 and 42, all-New England guard, and all-Western Maine tournament guard. And in baseball, he was the all-Telegram League third baseman in 41 and 42, batting champion in 1941 with a batting average of 0.456. At the age of 18, he won the Portland City Boxing Championship in his weight class. He also played semi-pro baseball in the summer following his senior year and graduated in 1942. Then he went on to Orono for his college period. He was a starter on the freshman baseball and basketball team, but he had to leave Orono in 1943 because he entered the war at that time, World War II. And he served in the U.S. Army Air Corps as a radar operator. And he also taught martial arts during this time, and he told me that when he was in the service, he started basketball teams and competitions. I'm sure that was during training because later he was shipped to the South Pacific. And after that, he returned to Orono, got his letters in baseball in 1950, and then he got his bachelor's degree in physical education. So you can see that sports were a big part of his life early on. And then he started his career in a home. He married his wife, Ann Bailey Woods Romano, and had us, my brother and I, and then he started his career at Piscataquis High School in Guilford. So he was teaching physical education, and he taught a lot of the, he was a coach for many of the sports, and later on, as a family man, he went on to get his master's in education and became the principal there. And thanks to Facebook, I am able to keep in touch with some of the students he has, and they're actually in their 70s now, so that's kind of interesting. And a couple of the stories they've been telling me about him, or one in particular that I've heard from a few people, was how he was, when he was teaching physical education to the girls' phys ed class, it was a beautiful, beautiful sunny day, maybe like today, maybe even a little better, and they wanted to have the class outside. And so they were pleading with him for that. And unfortunately, he must have had other plans for them, and he told them no. And as the story goes, somehow the girls procured some rope, and they tied him up. And he wasn't really happy about that, but he was a good sportsman, so I think he tolerated it. And I'm not sure if they actually did get to go out or not. But after that, after his tenure at Piscataquis High School, that's when he came to Sacopee in '67 when the school opened. And he was very much concerned about the welfare of students and very much involved with the students throughout his tenure here and at Piscataquis High School. And as I said, he was principal here for 10 years and left in '77. But after that, it's not like he sat around idle, because he had always been interested in golf and had been golfing. and was an avid golf player, and he ended up being a Class A golf professional. And the Principals Association asked him to continue his work and become state director of the interscholastic golf for boys and girls. And at that time, they asked him to do some restructuring, and he did. He separated the junior tournament from the state tournament because they had been combined, and this allowed the different regions to be represented. Not all the regions had been able to be represented before. And he also organized it such that the individual and team programs fell under the Maine Principals Association, as did other sports, and that brought all sports together under the school umbrella instead of the state. As a golf pro, he enjoyed teaching the kids through the junior programs that he developed. In 2009, he was inducted into the Maine Golf Hall of Fame. In 2014, he was inducted into the Maine Sports Legends Hall of Fames. And Nundy not only liked sports, but he was very much a community-oriented person. He was a member of the Kiwanis Club, the Masons Club, a longtime member of the Boys and Girls Club of America, and the Boys Club in particular. And he said that's what kept him out of trouble, was joining that early on in life. He was also a member of the Southern Maine Scale Modelers Club for 30-plus years. He used to make model planes, and he particularly liked to make the fighter planes from World War I and II. And of course, being a teacher, he enjoyed teaching that to children as well. And then throughout his life, he was never idle. He had a lot of hobbies and interests. He got involved in golf. He had a golf repair shop. He made custom golf clubs. He was an avid reader, especially of history and science fiction. And he made beautiful model ships. And he also was a bit of an artist and started working with oil paints. And he painted beautiful ships on an ocean background. He also loved fly fishing. He made his own flies, and he built his own cedar canoe. In most of these hobbies that he had, he was pretty much self-taught, and anything he did or made, he made from scratch and with a lot of care and attention to detail. I can remember when he was making model boats out of wood, he would stand over the tea kettle, which had a little steam over it, and he'd be holding that plank over there and over the plank over the steam of the tea kettle to get it to bend enough so that he could put that plank on the side of the ship. So he was very detail-oriented. And as you can imagine, because he was a very active person, he got our whole family involved in activities. We were involved in things like golfing, surprise, and also skiing, fishing, alpine skiing, cross-country skiing, and camping. Camping was a big part of our family when we were a young family. And we had one big trip that was pretty awesome. We actually went, we filled up the old station wagon that we had, and we went west to California to visit relatives. And that was certainly a big and great adventure, a bigger adventure than going to Rennie's. Nundy was a dedicated family man and was married for 64 years to his wife and our mother, Ann Romano. And he took care of her for many years when she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. So overall, I would say Nundy was a kind and generous person, father and teacher, with a strong sense of family, community, and civic duty. He obviously had a strong passion for sports and always practiced. It was really important to practice good sportsmanship. To him, those two go hand in hand, as it does in this ward at this time. I would like to, again, thank the Board of Directors, Sacopee High School in general, and especially Mr. Wolf, because for honoring our father like this. And I want to thank him also for allowing my brother and I to present the award to the first 4 students to receive it. And I would tell you this, that Nundy would be very proud and happy for all 4 of you. Thank you.
Thanks so much. So we're going to come up this way. Carrie is going to, she'll hand them the plaque and the notion. Okay? Okay, so we will now recognize the following student athletes who've qualified for the Nundy Romano Student Athlete Achievement Award. And I will call you up one at a time. First, Bryn Hink. Hayden Sawyer. Grace Sanborn. And lastly, Tyler Fenderson. Congratulations to all of these students, and thanks to them for all of their dedication in playing on our teams. This year, we have one senior who was enlisted in the armed forces and will be heading off to basic training after graduation. Will Emily Natola please stand and be recognized? Emily has enlisted in the United States Army National Guard. Thank you, Emily, for your service. At this time, will Vice President of the class of 2018, Michaela Reinhardt, please come to the podium for senior parent recognition.
Hi, everyone. Over the course of the past year, the class of 2018 raised $11,000 to pay for our project graduation celebration, class gift, and senior expenses. Our major fundraising events included Fall Chrysanthemum Sale, Apple Festival, Masonic Supper, and Christmas tree sales, poinsettia sale, senior supper, and home basketball concessions. We could have not done this without the help and support from our families. Many of you were present for every meeting, every event, and willing to help with whatever was needed, and appreciate it very much. We are also thankful for those that support us by buying whatever we are selling and by supporting us however you could at the time. At this time, the class of 2018 would like to recognize the following parents. Would you please stand when your name is read? Sarah Early, Jennifer Pettingill, Jennifer and Lincoln Libby, Erica Hartford, Candy Ganya, Kim Fenderson, Michelle Dennison, Donna Estes, Stacy Anderson, Heidi Cates, Melissa Burbank, Lisa Hart, Leslie Sanborn, Jen Hank, Brian Anderson, Bill Day, Rick Reinhardt, who's not here, Jill Deemer, Gloria Weeks, Brian Hink, and Jean Jordan. Thank you.
At this time, the Sacopee Valley High School Band, led by Ms. Jennifer Fletcher, will play a selection chosen by their 3 seniors, Grace Sanborn, Danny Brayson, and Taylor Libby. Ladies and gentlemen, This Is Me.
You guys good?
Thank you very much. So now I will turn the Master of Ceremonies duties over to Troy Hendricks, President of the Class of 2018. Got 'em?
No, under my seat.
I'll go get 'em.
Okay.
So remember your thing is, you know.
Yeah. Alrighty. First of all, I would like to congratulate the class of 2018, for we have finally made it through our final year here at Sacopee Valley High School. For some, yeah, clap it up, let's go. Thank you. For some of you, you have been counting down the days since August until you'll be able to leave here. For others, you wish there was more time. More time for sports games, play rehearsals, or maybe just a few more minutes to crack jokes or chat with your friends before the bell rings for class. For me, I was dreading the day I would have to write this farewell letter to you. We came up here with the reputation of being the worst class that the middle school had ever had. We were so bad that the 6th grade teachers gathered our class into the hall meeting and played the song, "We're Not Gonna Take It" by Twisted Sister. Now, for anyone who knows that song, you know that the teachers thought they were proving a point. Instead, we jammed out. Now, I believe that our class is not as bad as they made us out to be. We are not really bad at all. Our class has achieved and been through a lot in our 4 years here. Our class has given the school many champions. In 2016, Travis Weeks, Jared Jordan, and Peter Cates were a part of the 2016 baseball state championship team. In 2014, Maya Jamerson Martin, Bryn Hink, and Coral Hartford brought the Valley one more state championship in girls soccer as well. Our class as a whole has also made some impressive accomplishments. We managed to raise the most money in fall flower sales history with only 36 participants, which is less than half our class. We managed to raise the most money, which led to the 10 grand we raised these past 6 months for our project graduation. Also, our class, being the guinea pigs for new teachers, managed to go through 2 English teachers in 1 year. One leaving before it was her first day, which must be a record of some sort. With that being said, we owe a great thanks to Miss Ross for sticking with us. As we reflect back on our 4 years here, there will be many moments that we will leave. There will be many moments that when we leave will become great and unforgettable memories. Like coming to school half asleep and getting that morning greeting from Mr. Martin, who is full of energy. Or the constant weekly reminder from the one and only John Lay that it is Wednesday, my dudes. Let it rip. We will never forget our first day in Miss Bragan's class, standing on the desks learning to open our minds. Now I hope that when you all leave here, you remember these moments. Remember these moments because these are the ones that you cannot get back once you take your last and final steps out of this school. I now leave you with one last request. Wherever you go, whatever you choose to do not forget the place that shaped you to be who you are today. Don't forget those teachers that were there for you or those friends that stuck by your side. Leave here and achieve your goals. For each and every one of you have the power and ability to achieve greatness. I believe in you. Sincerely, your president. Thank you. Alrighty, so now this year we have 2 longtime teachers retiring. The class of 2018 would like to thank Ms. Hodgson and Captain Stevenson for your service and dedication to the students of Sacopee Valley High School. You will both be missed. Would Ms. Hodgson and Captain Stevenson please come up to the podium to be recognized and receive a token of thanks from the class. Oh, he is? Okay. The flowers? Oh, okay. You want to flip to the page?
So back to here. All right.
Each year, the graduating seniors are given an opportunity to recognize staff members whose efforts on behalf of the class have had a special meaning to them. Now, will Carrie Anderson, Megan Anderson, Abby Dennison, Kylie St. Savior, and Kayla Harmon come to the stage? just call these people to the stage.
We want to start out by saying thank you to all the staff. However, we have a gift for a very special woman. This woman goes above and beyond for the students, staff, and the community. She is an amazing mentor, and we all have looked forward to seeing her every day. We truly would be lost without your love and support. Please welcome to the stage Deputy Sugars. Love you guys. I would now like to invite Abby Dennison, Tasha Silva, Carrie Anderson, Megan Anderson, and Kylie St. Savior up to the stage.
This teacher entered Sacopee not knowing what she was getting herself into. She has pushed us kids to succeed and finish our senior year strong. So Miss Ross, could you please come join us?
When they're done.
Okay. I would now like to invite Darcy Monroe, Taylor Libby, Bethany Deemer, Corley Thompson, Emma Ridley, Emily Early, Kyle Cardasco, Peter Cates, Bailey Desjardins, and Megan Hebert.
Just announce this row and then tell that to the next one.
Hello. So this next teacher is one who takes a lot of crap but still sticks by us day in and day out. He has taught us many important things, but most importantly, he taught us that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Thank you for everything that you have done for us, Mr. DeVoe. Now, can you please come up so we can embarrass you? I would now like to invite Kayla Harmon, Maya Jamerson, Hayden Sawyer, Bailey Smith, Tasha Silver, and Gabby Solomon.
We would like to recognize two very special ladies. These two ladies have been unbelievably supportive to us and our biggest role models. They love each student very much, and they help each one of us, and they are a very positive impact in our life. We would like to invite JoJo and Miss Hermance to the stage. Next, I would like to invite Grace Sanborn, Aiden Roberts, Brianna Horton, Kathy Harmon, Izzy Eldridge, and Trinity Sprague onto the stage.
All right. I'm sure this teacher that we're about to call up already knows who he is, but we would like to thank him for his dedication and support over the past 4 years that he's given us. Through the past 2 years, he has been there for me every step of the way, and I honestly don't know if I could have gotten through this past year without him.
I personally don't know a teacher that gives you an award for napping in class, but he's honestly the best. Will Mr. Peters please come to the stage? Who's after him, Fletch? All right, at this time, I'd like to invite Danny Brayson and Taylor Libby up to the stage.
All right. So last year, our junior year, this woman came to the school, and she was a brand new teacher, and the other one, yeah. And it was a crazy journey. She told me at our last concert that I scared her first day. She is one of the first band teachers to stick with us, and I really hope that the students down there right now and for the years to come get to have her. Would Miss Fletcher please come up? I would like to invite Kyle Cordasco, Troy Hendricks, Bailey Desjardins, Bailey Edwards, Jacob Harconio, and Peter Cates to the stage.
Hey everyone. Mr. Staples. He's just a great person. He has given me the credit of saying the dumbest thing he's quote unquote ever heard in his entire life. I told him that Mennonites were just male meteorites. I'd like him to join us on stage, please. Would Camden Bebro, Troy Hendricks, Emma Ridley, and Tyler Fenderson come on the stage, please?
Howdy. We are up here today to recognize a teacher who I feel legitimately wakes up every day in an effort to make this world a better place. One of many teachers here paving the way of modern education, he has a true passion for learning that is unparalleled. He also actually looks like a wizard. I'm pretty sure he is a wizard. Coaching math team, teaching calculus, algebra 2, and computer science, and elusively running for state representative, we welcome Mr. Burnett up here. And now will Coral Hartford and Tyler Fenderson please come up.
Okay, so ours is pretty short and sweet, but we wanted to recognize Heath Cormier for everything that he does for the TV2 program. He isn't actually a teacher here, but he puts in more time for the program than anyone else does. So for everything that he does for us, we wanted to give something back to him. So Heath Cormier. Next to the stage, can we have Megan Hebert, Gabby Solomon, Maya Jamerson Martin, and Emma Ridley.
Each of us have had this teacher all 4 years of high school, and she's definitely one of the most genuine and open-minded people I've come to know in this community. I think I speak for all of us in saying that we're genuinely going to miss having her in our lives next year and in the future. So will Miss B please come up to the stage? Can Troy Hendricks, Bailey Smith, Tyler Fenderson, Kyle Cordasco, Camden Bebro, and John Lay please come to the stage?
Hey guys, I'm back. So this one's really special. He's an English teacher here. He's devilishly handsome. He's really mad all the time. And J. Cole's the worst rapper of all time. Will Murph come up to the stage, please? Now, well, this time will Hayden Sawyer, Kayla Harmon, Tasha Silva, handsome Kyle Cordasco, Bryn Hink, Grace Sanborn, and Maya Jamerson Martin please come up to the stage. I'm still handsome.
Okay. So, as I walked up here, I realized everyone else wrote a speech but me, but that's okay, because I'm just going to wing it like normal. And so I'd like to say thank you for this teacher for doing absolutely everything she could to make my senior year be the best. From freshman year on, she's always a teacher that I could go to and everything. I can safely say that I kind of inserted myself into her life, same with many others since we knew her since 7th grade. But I can honestly say I wouldn't want anyone else to be like a mom to me. She honestly means the world, and you know what? It's okay that you had to leave us to have your child. We still love you, but will Miss Stacy come up on stage? Next up, can we have Michaela Magna, Emily Natola, Hannah Buckley, Hannah Nielsen, and Joseph Messina.
Hi, pals. First thing I want to say is don't worry, Hayden. You're not the only one who's just winging it. I am also doing the same thing. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet. We'd all like to recognize 2 teachers today, one of which is not here, sadly. We've been in their class, most of us, for 4 years. All through high school, you know who you are. So today I'd like to recognize, would you turn the mic please, his deaf ears can't hear it, Mother Sergeant Simpson.
Thank you. Will Peter Cates please come forward to give the yearbook dedication?
Miss Taylor, where's the yearbook? The class of 2018 would like to dedicate the yearbook to a teacher who has guided many students here at Sacopee. She started here as a business teacher when the doors opened. She continues to evolve and she has become a leader in teaching virtual high school. This year, we would like to dedicate the yearbook to my next door neighbor, Mrs. Maxwell.
Now will Gabrielle Solomon, John Lay please come forward to do the reading of the class will. Where is it? You go first.
All right. Carrie Anderson leaves Lindsay Hendricks a stress-free and happy last 2 years of high school. Cherish every moment, girlie.
Where right here, Megan? Sorry. Garrett Gagne, her support in all his endeavors.
And Bryce McNeil, a ride from Vogue and all her love.
Megan Anderson leaves Maddie Buzzle her love and support.
Danny Brayson leaves a flamingo to Sharon because they're really not matter what she says.
Colin Hughes, a pirate costume and a VHS player.
And Claire the dingle hopper to calm her heart's content.
Jacob Cartonio leaves Johan, I'm not going to pronounce his last name, the ability to do a fat burnout in the school parking lot.
Bradley Spencer the ability to weld.
And Laura Hermance, all of his love.
Peter Cates leaves his love and support to Mr. Wolf.
Peter Cates and Kyle Cardasco leave the Hawk's Nest to Chris Hughes.
Raymond Chesley leaves his younger sister, Billy Joe Chesley. We're not going to get along all the time, but we're going to be siblings forever.
Kyle Cardasco leaves no one anything because I'm acting like I don't know anybody.
Valeria Cox leaves her cousin Devin Barnes the will to finish high school and do it without any fights.
Gabby Barnes the will to finish high school and to get through cheering without any injuries.
And all of her younger friends the will to get through high school without any drama.
Bethany Damer leaves Celia Durgan all her love and a $25 gift card to Dunks.
Alexis Rice all of the socks she stole.
And Addison Wessinger the ability to find a new best friend.
Abby Dennison leaves Madison Buzzle all her love and support.
Brenna Humphrey the ability to park straight.
And Bryce McNeil her love and support to finish out high school.
Nathaniel Dickinson leaves Celia Durgan behind good luck and the person who gets his locker a moldy sandwich that's been in there since Christmas.
Maya Downing leaves Haley Ryan with her jean jacket and all of Destin's love and Aiden Foley with a warm apple pie.
Emily Early leaves Jacob Early the ability to get through high school.
The best luck to the cheering team next season.
And the best of luck to the drama department next year.
Bailey Edwards leaves Jim Walsh new knees.
Patty his love and support.
And Gabe the ability to hit a duck.
Izzy Eldridge leaves Tiffany Garland a can of corned beef hash and the ability to drive the ball.
And Miss Taylor, a new person to talk to at Sunday breakfast.
And a senior quote.
Tyler Fenderson leaves Lucas Lavoie number 11.
Miss Taylor, her Blue Day.
And TV2, the ability to not fall apart.
Chris Fossum leaves his younger brother Eric the will to eat all the school lunches and his friend.
McGuire will have to have all the cheese mix.
Randy Gagne leaves Garrett Gagne the ability to get through high school.
And Brandon Capano the ability to actually complete a pass.
I was there the whole thing. Coral Hartford leaves Emma Hartford some dirty dishes.
And Gabby Black some proper English.
Kathy Harmon leaves Isaiah Harmon the ability to make it through his last 2 years of school.
Colby Cummings, all the strawberry containers from the lunch ladies until you graduate.
And Tiffany Garland the ability to leave during advisory to go get pizza from Sophia's.
Troy Hendricks leaves Riley Vacchiano all his love.
The track team the ability to keep improving and strive for greatness in everything they do.
And his little sister, Lindy Hendricks, the ability to make it to school on time.
Bryn Hank leaves her younger sister, Lincoln Hank, the ability to excel in school and in her athletics.
Her younger cousin, Isaiah, her love, the will to get through high school.
And Kylie Day, her memories of their funny jokes and wishes her the best in all her sports seasons.
Bree Horton leaves Mackenzie a ride to school every day.
And Bryce McNeil with the power to get through these 2 last years without me.
Meyer Jameson Martin leaves Gabby Jamerson Martin and Riley Vacchiano the ability to get through soccer season without quitting.
Jared Jordan leaves Kylie Day the will to get through high school.
Michael Murphy the ability to run during a soccer game.
And Kyra Day the ability to not wear her retainer.
Hunter Lehan leaves Johan the title of the loudest car in the parking lot.
Should I just say I or my name? I leave Serene a wonderful senior year and the will to graduate next year.
Mr. Murphy with my weird facts about movies and random things.
And Mr. Martin with my facts about anime for his amazing film studies class.
Taylor Livy leaves Alex Livy the ability to get through high school and have a successful future.
Addison Westsinger all the love in the world and to succeed at everything he does.
And the SVHS cheering all her support and the ability to kick butt next year.
Michaela Magda leaves Avery Magda the ability to not let school take all the joy out of her.
Gary the ability to learn self-control.
And the marksmanship team the ability to get as many first place trophies as they want.
Darcy Monroe leaves Tiffany Garland a sassy attitude to Mr. DeVoe.
And love for Jason Ward.
Sullivan Ricker the memories of car rides and Aroma Joe's.
And Kyla Huey the power to survive next year without her and to pass her classes. Emily Natola leaves Alexa Natola the energy to get through high school.
Musical cast and crew the power to always be able to burst into a song on cue.
And Emily, aka Santiago, leaves Emily O and Emily P the power to continue our crazy shenanigans without her and the will to make it through senior year.
Hannah Nielsen leaves Alicia Nielsen the will to get through the next 3 years.
The theater goblins of the present and future, the chair in Mr. Martin's back room, so they always have a place to hide.
And Claire Richmond, Blake Tibbetts, Emily Parker, and all of her other junior friends the motivation to push through their last year like she knows they can.
Hannah Pettengale leaves Molly the spirit to win states and Chloe the will to get through high school.
Michaela Breinhart leaves Brenna Humphrey the ability to find another buddy to walk to the cafeteria.
And the ability to get through senior year without wanting to deck people.
Hannah Schroeder the ability to get through junior year with a smile on her face.
And Sawyer Gardner the ability to avoid the imaginary bus.
Emma Ridley leaves Sierra Miller some common sense and a new date to school dances.
Aiden Roberts leaves all 3 of her sisters her love and support through school, and Miss Landry and Miss Hasty a huge thank you for all that they do to help students.
Grace Sanborn leaves the field hockey, cheering, and softball teams all of her love and support, and Sierra Miller the ability to get through next cheering season.
Hayden Sawyer leaves her brother the ability to continue to be a sharpshooter, and all my love and one lucky field hockey player the ability to become coach's favorite player now that I am gone. She is gone.
Tasha Silva leaves Lacey Westbury to do daily walks alone.
Brad Spencer the ability to find a ride home.
And Gabby Black.
Gabby Jamerson Martin.
Lake and Hank the strength to get through preseason.
Trinity Sprague leaves Nathan Fritz the will to finish high school with a smile on his face every day, and her dear friend Emily Kolonowski the will to stay sweet as pie and finish high school all while staying awesome.
Bailey Smith leaves Lakin, Riley, and Gabby the ability to make better jokes.
Lindsay Hendricks a ride to Five Guys.
And Gabby Jamerson Martin the outfield squad.
Corley Thompson leaves Whitney Thompson all of her love and the will to push herself and achieve greatness.
Hunter Marshall her study hall lunch table.
and Mr. DeVoe all of her quality knowledge of anatomy.
Travis Weeks leaves Jacob Decker the ability to do burnouts in the parking lot.
Wyatt the ability to get an actual duck hunting dog.
And Mr. Logan the ability to actually retire.
Tyler Weeks leaves Mr. Walsh a new pair of knees. And that's it.
At this time, will the class marshal please prepare the class for the singing of the class song?
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, start coming, they don't stop coming. Head to the rules and I hit the ground running. It makes sense to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't go. Never shine if you don't glow.
set up for the class slideshow.
I was young, and so were you, and time stood still, and love was all we knew. You were the first, so was I. We made love and then you cried. Remember when? Remember when? Vowed the vows and walked the walk, gave our hearts, made the start, and it was hard. We lived and learned life through curves. There was joy, there was hurt. Remember when? Remember when? Died and new were born, and life was changed, disassembled, rearranged. We came together, fell apart, and broke each other's hearts. Remember when? Remember when the sound of little feet was music? We danced to week, brought back the love. We found trust, vowed we'd never give it up. Remember when? Remember when 30 seems so old now, looking back. It's just a stepping stone to where we are, where we've been. Said we'd do it all again. Remember when? Remember when? We said when we turn gray, when the children grow up and move away, we won't be sad, we'll be glad for all the life we've
Won't you say goodbye to yesterday? Won't you live each moment like your last? Leave old pictures in the past. Donate every dime you have. And what you call those friends you never see? Reminisce on memories. Would you forget your enemies? And what you find that one dream? Swear up and down and got above. That's just finally fall in love. If today was your last day.
I'll just take it. Thanks. This concludes the program for the 2018 Senior Assembly. Just a couple of reminders. The weather forecast for Sunday is good. So graduation is at 1 o'clock p.m. out on the athletic field. In the unlikely event of rain, graduation will be indoors in the gymnasium. I would like to congratulate the class of 2018 and wish each and every one of you the best of luck in all of the things that you do and happiness in all of your lives. And will the class marshal please prepare the class for their recessional?